Hi, we're a couple of mangoes, and today we're going to be talking about our favorite books.
I will start with The Remains of the Day by Kazuo Ishiguro. And this book is about a butler named Stevens. He's a very upstanding butler and he gets to go on a trip away from work. And on this trip, he reflects on what it means to be a good butler, his dad, the master that he served, and what it means to have a fulfilling life. And by the end of this book, I was very emotional. It had a big effect on me, and what I really appreciated about the book is that it didn't rely on dramatic characters or dramatic storyline to make an impact. Everything about it was actually muted and quiet, yet despite all that, it had a really powerful effect on me. And I will say it's not just a emotional book. There's still lightness to it because there are definitely humorous moments throughout the book. And last thing I did want to say is that Kazuo Ishiguro wrote Never Let Me Go, which I did not like. And if you didn't like that book either, don't worry because this book is a lot better.
I mean, you remember when I read it too?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I read it like a few years ago too, on her recommendation, and I really enjoyed it too. I actually read it while I was moving from one state to another. It was like a 12-hour drive, and at the rest stops, I would just pull out the book and read in like a nice little corner, and it was really calming. Like for me when I drive, like I'm really like amped up and intense. But when I was at a rest stop and pulled out the remains of the day, it just helped me put me at peace. And I think at one rest stop, I actually read it for an hour and 30 minutes, just prolonging my day. But it was just so worth it. And another aspect of I like about it is that it's really short, isn't it?
Yes, it's very short. It's 250 pages, and like Mango was saying, it's really absorbing. So, without even realizing, it's the type of book where it's really easy to read it for a stretch of time.
Yeah, like even right before you go to bed, I feel.
Yeah, I think that'd be perfect because it's nice and I wouldn't go so far as to say calming,
Yeah,
but I feel like it puts your heart at ease a little bit.
yeah, I agree. Okay, and then I'm gonna be talking about Absalom. So Absalom is considered one of William Faulkner's greatest books. If you don't know anything about William Faulkner, he's like a really famous person in Southern literature. He's very well known for being experimental. His books are considered very unique and artistic, and in my opinion, he's one of the best American writers of all time, and many other people's opinions as well. And one aspect of Absalom that I like so much is, like I said before, it's just so unique. It's about a character named Colonel Suppen, and Suppen is just a poor farmer in the Appalachian Mountains. It starts out from when he was a child, and it goes straight on to when goes on to his entire life, and it's being told by another character in one of Faulkner's stories. And he's actually in The Sound and the Fury, but I will not spoil who.
Did you
And
read The Sound and the Fury?
I actually have not read The Sound and the Fury, but I was shocked to hear that he was one of the characters in The Sound and the Fury. And as people that are familiar to Faulkner might know, all of Faulkner's stories happen in the same universe in Yaknatafa County in Mississippi, and Absalom is not different from that. One thing that separates Faulkner's books from each other is just he completely changes his writing style, seems across every book. Like I read As I Lay Dying, that's like completely different from Absalom. From what I remember of As I Lay Dying, the sentences and paragraphs are very short and very abrupt, and every chapter was a new perspective. Well, in Absalom, the sentences and paragraphs are very long. Like I can just point to turn to a specific page and I'll get one entire paragraph encompassing 2 pages. So it requires a lot of focus. It's very challenging to read, but it put me in this dream like strands where I just felt like I was just reading. I felt like I was there in Mississippi following along Suppen and his sons while they were trying to just live in the South. And it covers a lot of a lot of controversial topics that are considered controversial now, and I can't even imagine how controversial and forward-seeking it was back then. So it is definitely a very challenging book. It engages a lot of interesting topics, and it is something, if you feel like you're up for a challenge, I would definitely recommend Absalom, Absalom.
Yeah, I want to read it
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it to you.
Okay.
Okay. So that's it from us, the Mangoes. I hope you had a great time, and I hope we see you in the next video where we recommend even more books. Okay, bye.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.